Senpai, can't you just eat your own? But if Lao doesn't feed me too, it's not fair. Senpai, unlike him, people can actually see you. Please don't embarrass me so much. No fair! Alright, how about just one piece? Yes, please. Reluctantly, I feed him one more piece of my fried chicken. I'm worried someone saw that, but he licks his lips happily. God, it's almost like we're a real couple. I'm so happy to be fed by you, Lao. Senpai, sometimes you're such an idiot, you know? What? Isn't this what happens when you go out on a date? People on dates don't just feed each other in public. False, sir! They do! In fact... Well, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Senpai, do you just treat everyone like this? Like, you keep talking about us being on a date, well, so... I hesitate just for a moment, like, what happens if I ask this and things go badly? It totally ruin the atmosphere between us. I can't keep ignoring this. I've got to ask him eventually. Might as well be direct about it. Senpai, why do you want to be in a relationship with me? Senpai winks at me and swallows the chicken he's chewing on. It's because I want to stay with you, Lao. Don't you just want me so I can be the priest in your temple in Mioli? Us being together doesn't matter to you, right? So wouldn't it just be inconvenient if we ended up in a relationship with Senpai? You don't want to have to bring Yanshu-chi with you to Mioli, right? Well, that's right. Actually, maybe I'll end up taking him to Mioli, but it doesn't matter, like you said. It's gonna take more than 1 year to rebuild people's worship of my temple. That means we're gonna live together for a long while, right? If that happens, I need to make sure Lao is happy about that. In that case, we wouldn't have needed to go out shopping today, huh? I mean, we'd have plenty of time together in Mioli. Mioli isn't nearly as the same as Taipei. Mioli is pretty much just a countryside, while Taipei has all these cool shops. And Mioli has a lot of nice places too. Really, I don't know much about Mioli. But even if we went back to Mioli, Senpai wouldn't be Senpai anymore, right? You don't really need Senpai's body to reach me anymore. And you don't need to spread those rumors about us at the club. I did it because I want to get to know you, even if it's useless for me if I leave Taipei. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't do anything against Yanshu-chi's will. It wouldn't feel natural to him when I leave his body. I possess his body, so I am responsible for him. Everything I do follows his personality and habits. So the shopping or dating are really all the things Yanshu-chi would have done. I just have to get to know you in the same way he would. Yeah, I guess it's not easy for you. But there's no way I'll give up. After all, I have to get Lao to help me. Well, so then how will you be after you leave Senpai's body? At that point, you wouldn't be forced to think and act like Yanshu-chi, wouldn't you? End up a completely different person? Oh, so you're worried about that? Don't worry, I possessed him in the first place. Since our personalities are basically the same. When that happens, I'll just make sure I don't do anything weird. It's going to be totally okay. Alright, I still think it's strange, though. Now, you're overthinking it. Is it really not an issue? I'm still worried about it, but I guess it can't really persuade him at this point. It's going to be fine, trust me, okay? You have my word. Senpai moves in closer. He's a bit shorter than me. Then he reaches and pats my shoulder softly with his paw. There's nothing to worry about. Oh hey, a sausage stall. I'll go buy one. Our conversation ends just as he runs away. Ah, that was close. I could almost fall for his words. Now, I know I've said this too many times. I still don't want you getting along with him. That's because you still don't trust him, right? A god who was once born a Yaogwai has no principles. The sweeter his words, the bitter his lips. I caution you, Lao, don't trust anything he says. But he's a god now. He isn't the same as a Yaogwai. Even though their form might change, habits don't change easily. One like him might do something and not even know it's wrong. Things will be fine if his Furigong kept an eye on him. Right now, this far away from his temple, there's nothing keeping him in line. Who knows what that kitten could do. Even so, nevertheless, be careful. Hello, I'm back. I got some mini sausages. You want some? Senpai shows up suddenly with a bag of marinated cocktail sausages, cutting off my conversation with Tiger. Yes. Yeah, so I'll have some. We kept wandering around the marketplace, taking in the sights until we finished our dinner. Sometime later we headed home, full after a nice night walking through the markets. Man, who would have thought shopping all day could be so tiring? As soon as I get in the door, I make a beeline straight for the bedroom. Have a shower, head to lie down on my bed. When I come out, I find Leopard sitting on my bed waiting for me. He just been there waiting for me all this time. I feel sorry for him. I'm still surprised, super tired, so I just lie down on the bed and use my phone. And after Senpai's shower, I end up talking with him for a while. Afterwards, we ended up going to bed early for the night. Sunday. I hope I'll finally have a nice relaxing day off. Though with these 3 cats still around, I doubt they'll leave me alone. Now, do you not want to fulfill my request? Keep me company. It was really nice going out with you yesterday. I don't really have anything I want to do today. Man, I just woke up and they're already on to me. How things turn out like this. Stay home. Nah, I was out all day yesterday. I want to take a break. After all, this is my weekend. Wow, it's such a shame to waste a lovely weekend day like this. Sorry, but no. I just want to take the whole day off. Alas, what a pity. Not going outside. I'm really going to just stay in today. Now, you'll become a hermit at this rate. I don't care. I'll just be a hermit if I want to. During Senpai's remarks, I spend the whole Sunday lazing around, sleeping, daydreaming, and surfing the net. After that weekend, my new college life, living with 3 big cat spirits, pretty much began for real. I come and go from school as usual, but for the most part, my life has been turned on its head. I mean, I never wanted an ordinary, boring life, but I know for a fact no other college student has to deal with this. I tried my best to keep things normal, but people still catch me talking to myself. And well, those rumors aren't great. I didn't have many friends at school as it stood, and that doesn't make things better. Lucky I can handle classes by myself. As far as club goes, the other guys still don't buy that there's nothing going on between me and Senpai. I don't even bother talking them on about it anymore. I've just learned to be okay about it. After all, getting rid of Senpai is mission impossible. All in all, I still can't say living with these cats is something I've gotten used to. My room isn't big enough to give me any privacy. After all, I've got certain needs, you know. In the end, there's nothing else I can do but try and survive this. Besides, not like anything is to hate about it. I mean, it's hard not to find some enjoyment for living with 3 hot guys all the time, right? I don't know about that. That day I was going to the bookstore to see if there was anything I would want to pick up and read for myself, and practically at the request of a certain guardian tiger. Senpai had classes, so he didn't come with us. Tiger was with me, but Leopard left as soon as we started browsing the shelves. I guess he didn't really have much interest in it, especially considering he can't read Chinese. So it was just Tiger and I browsing about literature section as usual. I was keeping an eye out for a certain collection of short stories, but I couldn't find it on the shelves. Instead, I resorted to looking around for anything that catches my interest. I checked over a few book covers, but none of them struck my taste, so I kept browsing along down the shop, finding myself in a corner that I don't recall ever paying attention to before. Now, may we take a look over there? Tiger suddenly seemed interested in a certain bookcase. I went over to see what it was, so curious about it. Huh? Oh, textbooks. I'm surprised at Tiger's interest in the school textbooks. It's just looks like boring study material. Oh, a book on mobile phone development? And this one seems to be a tutorial on computer systems. You seem confused. I am merely interested to discover how all your technology works. Do you believe we don't type of resources here? Oh, maybe. Let me see. It took me a while, but I finally found a book about the development of computers. Flipping through some pages, it looks like there's chapters on computer history, the development of the internet, and other related topics. I'm not too sure about Tiger's grasp on physics, but it seems like the explanations are given thoroughly. Analog stories, he'll probably get the gist of it. Give this one a go. If that's what you want, I'll try to find some more. Certainly. The guardian tiger reaches for the book, pulling out its chi form, seeming to flip through the few pages. Not a terrible book at all. Lau, did you end up locating the book you were searching for? Not yet. I'll keep looking for a bit. I believe I'll keep flipping through this one for now. Good luck. Okay, have fun. Tiger paces over to the table and sits down, pensively reading his newly found textbook. Turning back to the literature section, I pick out a book to read. I promised that I'd wait for somebody to finish classes so we could walk back together. So I might as well do something while I'm waiting. I read my book, occasionally glancing over at Tiger's absorbed in his. As the hours pass, I was about halfway through the novel, but he was almost at the back cover of the page of his book already. There's no way my novel is bigger than that textbook. How does he read so fast? With a satisfying thump, Tiger closes the book, then he gets up and grabs another from the shelf. Some time passes before I finish my book. Just as I do, Senpai calls me. Oh, that worked out nicely. Oh, Senpai, we're pretty much done at the bookstore. I'll be over in like 5 minutes. Okay, I'll be waiting for you at the cafeteria. I quickly finished reading the last few pages. It was actually written quite well. I take a moment to ponder my feelings about the book, not even noticing Tiger still reading across from me. I guess he ended up finding another book. Tiger, it's time to go. Oh, yes. After being told that we need to leave, he promptly closed the book in his paws, though he seemed to be dejected about having to stop. Now, you only just started reading that one. Why not buy it and keep reading later? Can we? I asked the Tiger to show me what book he was reading. It's not cheap. Price is a bit. If it is that expensive, then we shouldn't buy it. I see the disappointment behind his words. Don't buy it, it's not worth the costs. This textbook is really too expensive for me right now. So we can't get it then? Sadly, we can't. It probably wouldn't have been very useful anyways. I clicked through it to find mostly glossary photographs like coffee table books. Here to go, Senpai's probably waiting for us at this point. Alright. Besides, not buying books just means we can spend more money on dinner. Anything you'd like? Oh, let me think. So we left the bookstore and headed over to the cafeteria, talking about what food we'd get the whole way there. I'm so worried about today's quiz. Well, usually a quiz is no big deal, but recently all my study plans have been severely messed up by some cats. Okay, maybe that's an excuse. It's not like math was my strength to begin with. Even though I managed to review the whole topic, doesn't change the fact that I didn't understand it at all. Cramming is never a suitable substitute for studying after all. But I'll never get through this quiz by complaining about it. I keep calm, walking into the classroom, gently taking my seat. It's kind of weird to be in class at this point without Senpai with me. It's not his class, so obviously he can't get away with sitting in on a test. As soon as I get my paper, distracted through are to put aside. Distractions are to, I think that's to be put aside. I give it a go. Head on with all my might, even if I don't end up making sense of most of the questions. And as soon as 40 minutes pass in the blink of an eye, in the blink of fury and determination. All that fury and determination I had a while ago burnt out to a crisp. My mind resorting to absent-mindedly scribbling on the back of my exam paper. 3. I look up to my leopard staring at my quiz. 3rd. Wait, does he mean the 3rd answer? I circle C for the multiple choice I'm on. I look up to see a leopard, nod slightly in the... Is this really the right answer? Just to make sure I move my pencil to the... and look at him first. I circle A and leopard nods. We're getting supernatural cheating? Oh wow, I am disappointed on so many levels right now. The hell? He knew the answers? Maybe his math is pretty good? in class, he does always pay attention with that serious look of his, but I thought he was just trying to pick up on Mandarin. Is he actually learning math? But how? Even if his Mandarin was good enough, you can't just walk into college level calculus and get an A. I mean, even if it is just a general elective class, I can't even get through the quiz. Maybe Mr. Leopard is really a genius in disguise? It's a bit scary to do so, but I follow the leopard's intuition. He throws them at me so fast I can barely keep up. But this is math. No one can calculate fast in their heads. I mean, are there even the answers? I doubt he'd lie about it though, and it's not like I've gotten any better options. So I let it be and complete the quiz with Leopard's help. Then I sit there and wait for the end to come. Oh, I'm so disappointed. With class over, I turn in my quiz and whisper to Leopard while everyone packs up their stuff. So those were the answers? How did you know them? I watch. Alright everybody, we're stopping here for right now. Ta-ta!